I'm here with Forgiven after that game, and first off, I've got to ask you about the game in general. And you were just talking to me a little just before then. You're not feeling super great about that one. So what happened in your perspective?
I mean, I think I have to say it. Today I woke up and I got a letter from the Greek army that I have to go to my army duty in the March. So this means that I maybe lose the normal season again and the playoffs and the summer split because it's a 9-month duration. So my mind wasn't in the game. I'm sorry if I speak like that. It's just
No problem.
it's super hard because it's again the second time that people take it away from me. And in general, like I didn't hit the best of the games. I tried my best. We won. My teammates carried so hard, and I tried. I'm sorry. I did a couple of mistakes, but it happens. And tomorrow it may be my last game in LCS for at least a year. So I'm sad, but in the end I'm grateful for what I did. So.
Honestly, Forgiven, you performed amazingly. The crowd is here behind you as well. The fans have your support. And honestly, in that game, you guys looked fantastic after picking up that win as well. I do want to touch on briefly in that game because you play a very methodical game. And do you believe that is the right way to play the game? Because you guys always going after those objectives, and you even took it to Fnatic.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, my team is really great, and they were always giving information. I wasn't giving that much information as in comparison to other games. And we had a plan. Going to the game probably gave us the direction to do stuff, and we maybe misplayed. I mean, I got caught before Baron, and we finally got his mate, thank God. Yeah. So, pretty much it. I mean, we had a plan. We didn't execute it properly, but ultimately we did it, I think, the last fight won us the game because we knew how we were going to win it.
Well, Forgiven, you played incredibly well. Thank you so much for giving me this time for this interview, and I hope it all works out with everything in your future. We're going to send it over to the analyst desk to take a look at the game.
Thank you very much, Pulse. You know what? I actually don't want to talk about the game anymore. I think we're all caught a little bit off guard about what Forgiven said there, and maybe it's interesting with two coaches here to talk about a team like H2K, who has gone through, of course, not having Ryu for a while, how this might influence them and how you would deal with it as a team.
Yeah, they just can't seem to catch a break, and if they would lose Forgiven, I think it would mean a lot for their standing in the top 3. So I feel really sorry for him because he's a former teammate and a colleague. So as a friend, I feel really bad for him. And even as a competitor, you don't want to get first or second above H2K just because of something that isn't in their control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to agree on this one. Like I was previous coach of Forgiven, right, in Gambit. So like he's like a really nice guy overall, and just hearing that is like really heartbreaking, right? Because like he's giving his best, he's playing a lot, and just because like it's something else that pulls out of the game, right? Reminds me of all these teams where like he was thinking he was one of the best, but in the end, like in the team, like he didn't manage to get a trophy or anything apart from the MVP, right?
Yeah.
So like it saddens me a lot to hear that after this game, yeah.
Yeah, in all objectivity, also pretty heartbroken hearing that from him in that one. Of course, H2K, with the track record that they have so far, they were managed to go on without Ryu there. What is kind of the different dynamic when the AD carry leaves in the way they like to play or would leave? Of course, we're all speculating here on things that might happen.
I don't think if he would get replaced that it would be a big deal for the macro, but they are such a force to deal with in a 2v2 lane, and they have a little bit of issues in the standard lanes, and if you take away Forgiven, I do think it has a lot of impact on their lineup.
Yeah, I can agree on this one. Like playing against Forgiven Vander is always like tricky. If you go for lane swap, you're sometimes happy, but if you go into 2v2, you always expect to have a good matchup. Otherwise, it's a bit hard. So, well, like I don't know. I'm a bit shocked too.
Yeah.
So I will just like move on and see what gets for that.
I think we all are. We didn't. That was just completely out of the blue. We were ready to talk about the game, and I mean, all credit to Forgiven for doing that interview because clearly a tough time. But I mean, yeah, just out of complete left field.
Yeah, especially when we know how passionate he is about playing and about putting up those numbers and doing well. I think we're all a little bit taken aback. We'll also have Prolly joining us later, so we'll be able to shed a little bit more light on this, possibly. For now, though, we're going to take a quick break. We need a breather. And Splice and Origin will gear up on stage to take the next game, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Behind you! Catch that wave! Catch that wave! What's happening? Protect the Lucian! Protect the Lucian! Oh my god, he's winning the game!
And all of a sudden, Reckless and Spirit are right behind him. Vander's gone. Big explosive cast. Not quite committing to it, but they will wait for the Braum multi. Knocks up Peppermint. In comes Jankos. The Baron is so low. It's up for grabs. It's Jankos going by Jankos.
Korke, Leo.
It's fine.
Fender.
Nice, yo.
Good job.
Continue. Get, flash.
Nice. Extra. Nice. Fender. Keep going.
And H2K will complete the victory over Fnatic.